Hello and welcome. You're watching today's headlines with me, Karan Thapar. It's that time of day when I get you the day's top news, minus the hype and minus the noise. Our top focus today is on Congress scion Rahul Gandhi and the ongoing churn within the Congress party. Even as the battle for primacy between the old guard and the young Turks within Congress seems to be intensifying, Rahul Gandhi today faced the wrath of his own voters in Amethi. The residents there are apparently dissatisfied with the poor power situation in the region. Reeling under constant attacks, this latest onslaught saw Rahul don his aggressive avatar yet again. This time, his fire was directed at Prime Minister Modi's so-called drum beating in Japan. Take a look.
As if murmurs against the Congress scion within his own party were not enough, Rahul Gandhi under siege in his own constituency now. Residents of Amethi cornering Rahul on his home turf, protesting over the erratic power supply in the area. Taken by surprise, Rahul trying to deflect blame towards the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav, but angry residents in no mood to let go.
Rahul ji, will you talk to people in the government here in state? I've already written to them.
The junior Gandhi also under attack from the Congress old guard who blame him for Congress's pithy performance in the 2014 general elections. The twin attack forcing Rahul to redirect his fire, lash out at PM Modi. As Rahul reveals his aggressive side, it is his group of young Turks who are shielding him from criticism. As many as 16 pro-Rahul Congress office bearers steering the attempt to protect him, writing to senior office bearers to refrain from taking jibes at the Congress Vice President.
Entirely putting the burden of loss on him is not fair, and then why not take into consideration the results of Karnataka, the results of Uttarakhand just now which have come, and the results of many other states which have come even after the BJP has won the election.
By launching a direct attack on Prime Minister Modi, Rahul Gandhi has perhaps signalled that he is ready to lead the Congress from the front. However, before that, he'll have to quell the voices of dissent against his leadership within his own party. With Alok Srivastav and camera person Salim, this is Amir Haq in Amethi for Headlines Today.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi wants students all across India to listen to his speech on Teachers' Day. While schools in large parts of the country are rushing to implement this order, many of them are simply not equipped to do so. These schools lie in a shambles, lacking even basic amenities like benches and toilets. And the big question is, does the Prime Minister's speech diktat suggest the government has misplaced priorities?
The countdown has begun. For schools, it's a race against time to make Prime Minister's Teachers' Day address a success. Students too are excited for this first-of-a-kind initiative from Narendra Modi to connect with the youth on a personal, more direct level. But while taking stock of preparations, Headlines Today found facts, disturbing facts about our schools. This dungeon in Jaipur is actually a school. It has a teacher, it has a few students, but not much else. No fans, no benches, no blackboard, no toilets, not even enough light. And to top it all, there's an open sewer right next to where students study.
स्कूल की स्थिति तो टूटी हुई है, अब क्या करें उसमें, क्योंकि केस भी चल रहा है इसमें और ठीक होने का नाम नहीं ले रहे हैं। और यहाँ सफाई कराते हैं तो लोग, यहाँ के गांव के लोग कूड़ा और फेंकते हैं। कुछ व्यवस्था ही नहीं है, लाइट ही नहीं है, कुछ व्यवस्था नहीं, तो फिर कैसे होगी? और बच्चों का खाना भी इसीलिए नहीं आ पाता, जब टीचर बाहर होंगे अभी कहाँ खाना आएगा।
The picture is not much brighter in the capital. We found that this school in Narela not only had flouted basic safety norms, but the building is on the verge of collapse. There are toilets in this school, but no water, and the stench is so unbearable that the toilets remain unused. Just 5 toilets, including one for girls, for over 700 students. In Sangam Vihar area of Delhi, this government school is in a worse state. Small girls have no option but to use an open toilet. Not only is the school compound more of a dumping ground, but the water in the storage pit for children's use has frogs jumping in it.
यहाँ टॉयलेट तो है, लेकिन पानी नहीं है, जिस वजह से बदबू है, पूरी स्कूल में बदबू फैला हुआ है। ये तो बच्चे धनबाद की पात्र है जो इसमें बैठते हैं। आए दिन यहाँ के बच्चे बीमार पड़ जाती है।
It is these schools that are expected to, instructed to, air the Prime Minister's speech live on Teachers' Day. Schools which do not have even the basic facilities, schools which fall woefully short of the Prime Minister's dream, a dream he weaved on the Independence Day.
और एक काम तो मैं आज ही शुरू कर रहा था, और वो है हिंदुस्तान की सभी स्कूलों में टॉयलेट हो, बच्चियों के लिए अलग टॉयलेट हो, तभी तो हमारी बच्चियां स्कूल छोड़ करके भागेगी नहीं। और मैं एमपी लेट फंड का जो उपयोग कर रहे हैं हमारे सांसद, उनसे आग्रह करता हूं, 1 साल के लिए आपका धन स्कूलों में टॉयलेट बनाने के लिए खर्च कीजिए।
But these schools are the ones which will have LED TVs and high-tech projectors with live links to the Prime Minister's Teachers' Day speech for an escape from harsh realities that surround them. Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
The anti-corruption crusader Prashant Bhushan has just upped the ante against the CBI chief. When it seemed like things couldn't get worse for Ranjit Sinha, Bhushan has slapped another petition against him in the Supreme Court. But as you'll see, we at Headlines Today can claim some credit for the immense pressure on the CBI chief. Or as the Supreme Court prefers, the caged parrot.
For 2 days, he has been evading the media, trying his best to escape questioning. But CBI Chief Ranjit Sinha finds himself cornered in Supreme Court. Sinha, already facing charges for influencing the 2G probe, now faces a similar taint in the Colgate probe as well. His fresh charges: not only is the CBI director trying to scuttle the 2G probe, but investigations into Colgate as well. Bhushan claims Sinha is forcing CBI officers to dilute charges in the case and even seeks the CBI chief's removal from Colgate. Interestingly, it is this visitor's diary that you first saw on Headlines Today being used as prime evidence by Bhushan and company in the Supreme Court hearing. A hearing that earlier in the day saw the two sides cross swords, with the CBI lawyer accusing Prashant Bhushan of leaking documents, saying that Bhushan and AAP chief Arvind Kejriwal considered themselves above the law. Supreme Court has now asked Prashant Bhushan to file fresh affidavits with relevant documents in a sealed cover.
Mr. Prashant Bhushan has definitely leaked this matter in the press, because of which it is a huge debate of discussion. So, in my view, it was a clear-cut violation of the intention of the Supreme Court order.
CBI Director Ranjit Sinha may get an opportunity to defend himself in allegations made against him in the 2G case on the 8th of September. But just a day later, a fresh application filed against him in the coal scam investigation will come up for consideration in the Chief Justice's court. This application highlights a story first brought to you by Headlines Today, where it's reported that the CBI Director has been receiving and hosting coal scam accused at his residence quite frequently. With camera person Vipin Kumar in New Delhi, Jaskirat Singh Bawa for Headlines Today.
Amit Shah's first visit as the BJP president to Mumbai was dominated by rumours of his party's strained ties with the Shiv Sena. Maybe that's exactly what the BJP wanted. Till late afternoon, Shah kept Uddhav and team guessing and refused to confirm his plans to visit Matoshri. And then he suddenly revealed his cards. He first accepted Uddhav's invite for a meeting sent late last night and then went to pay homage to the Sena patriarch, all in a carefully calibrated bid to cut the Sena to size.
BJP's master strategist on his first visit to Maharashtra as the party big boss. A mega show minus its oldest ally Shiv Sena.
ये जमाने में स्वराज की शुरुआत जहां से शिवाजी महाराज ने करी थी और आज कांग्रेस मुक्त भारत के दूसरे अभियान की शुरुआत महाराष्ट्र करने जा रहा है। मुझे विश्वास है कि उत्तर और पूर्व दक्षिण के सभी राज्यों में महाराष्ट्र से ही कांग्रेस मुक्त भारत की शुरुआत होगी और वो तमिलनाडु तक पहुंचेगी।
But tensions simmered between the saffron allies as Shah touched down, refusing to include a customary visit to Matoshri in his itinerary. This as he met the families of late Pramod Mahajan and late Gopinath Munde. But after teasing Sena and keeping it on tenterhooks, Shah finally revealed his cards, agreeing to meet Uddhav almost as a last-minute favor.
कल शिवसेना के पक्ष प्रमुख आदरणीय उद्धव जी ने भाजपा के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष आदरणीय अमित भाई शाह को मातोश्री पर आने का आमंत्रण दिया था। उस आमंत्रण का स्वीकार भारतीय जनता पार्टी के राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष आदरणीय अमित भाई शाह ने किया है और आज रात को 9:30 बजे मातोश्री पर आदरणीय अमित भाई आदरणीय उद्धव जी को मिलेंगे।
He paid homage to Sena patriarch at Shivaji Park, but all through kept the show out and out about the BJP, showing Sena who's the boss. More proof of BJP's muscle flexing was Shah's favourite poaching ritual. His Mumbai sojourn has a list of opposition bigwigs lined to jump ship. Shah's Maha catch included NCP's Suryakant Patil, a former union minister, NCP's Baban Rao Pachpute, Congress leader Ashok Chavan's brother-in-law, Bhaskar Rao Patil Khatgaonkar, and NCP leader and former MOS home Madhav Rao Kinhalkar. All of it adding up to one message to Sena: BJP is no longer a junior partner. At the heart of the matter is the rift over seats. While BJP wants more seats, Sena is firm on the old arrangement. While Sena is even thinking about the alliance falling apart, BJP is just testing the allies' patience. But part of the rift also is the bid to push Uddhav's candidature as CM, which Amit Shah is yet to endorse. Behind BJP's gained confidence is its improved strike rate in Maharashtra. For the first time, it looks to be in a position stronger than the Sena. And those cold hard numbers form the rationale of Shah's mind games with Sena. Bureau Report, Headlines Today.